All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you how I can use the trade first subtraction strategy to solve this problem. It says 217 minus 188. So first it wants me to estimate. Okay, so I need to estimate. So 217 is close to 200. Maybe 220. I could write 200, but I see 188. It's pretty close to that too. So I think I'm going to write 220. And then I'm going to say 188 is close to 200. Again, you could write several different things for this. And I know 220 is minus 200 is going to be 20. I could have written this as 200 minus 180, okay, or 190. Okay, that could have changed my things too. So this could be several different things. There's not a specific right answer. I'm using this estimate to help me figure out if my answer is reasonable at the end. Like, is it close to what I think it's supposed to be? So don't get too worried about your estimate, okay? I'm also not rounding. This, if we were rounding, this would be 220 minus 190. But I don't really know 220 minus 190, so I'm trying to pick easy numbers with zeros at the end because I can easily subtract those. All right, so now I'm going to use a traditional method to solve. Okay, so it says write the problem up and down, okay, and line up the place values. Okay, this was already done for me, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, some of yours, though, you might need to do that. So I can give myself a check. Now you subtract the ones place, that far right, the top minus the bottom. So 7 minus 8. Okay, it's not going to be 1, right, because 8 minus 7 is 1. But I need to do the top minus the bottom. So make sure you are actually doing that. If I have 7, can I take away 8? No, right? So I need to take 1 from here. Well, 1 minus 1 is going to be 0, right? So if I take the 10 that was here and I put it here in the ones place, remember this is the tens place, I put it in the ones place, 10 plus 7 is 17. Now I can subtract 17 minus 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So my answer should be 9. Okay, now if I have 0 tens, can I take away 8? No, so I'm going to have to borrow from my neighbor again. So I'm going to take one of the hundreds here, okay, and now I only have 1 left. I'm going to put that 100 over here. So now I have 10 plus 0 is 10. Okay, if you want to see this in cubes, it would look something like this. Okay, you can take your 217 cubes. Okay, I already showed you here that I could not take my 7 minus the 8. Like here, if I only have 7, I can't take away 8 of these cubes. So I had to take this long, and I had to break it up into 10 little cubes. So now I had 17 cubes, right? So I took the 7, or they took the 8 from all of these, from the 17, and that left me with, I said, 9. But then I had 0 longs left. There's no longs, but I'm supposed to take away 8 longs. So instead, I had to take away one of these and break these up into having longs now. Okay, and so that would look like this. Okay, so I had 9, and now I have 10 longs. Well, I had to take away 8 of them. So when I take away 8 of them, I am left with 2 longs. It's 10 minus 8 is 2. 8, 9, 10. And then now I only have one of my flats here, one of my hundreds left, and I need to take away one of them. Well, if I have one and I take away one, now I have 0. So my answer is 29. Is that close to 30? Yeah, because here it said the estimate was 220 minus 190. I had originally said up here that it was going to be 20. And then 29, still close to 20. Okay, it's a little bit more, 29 is a little bit more than 20, but it's still close. It's not 100 off, right? So find your estimate and make sure that it goes along with what you said. Okay, at least it should be close. All right, so that's how I solve this. I used this steps to solve. If you don't need to use this, then you're doing fine, right? We shouldn't have to use this, but if you need it, go ahead. I want you to go ahead and work on some of these as well. So the main problems in our 6.1 today is on page 190. There are these 3 problems. You can see my example here as well of what I just did. Okay, so you can look here, but I have them like always on here for you to go ahead and solve to show me your thinking. Don't just write the answer, guys. Okay, make sure you're showing me how you're borrowing, okay, or trading, okay, and write your estimate out and show me how you know that they go together. A lot of us want to just try to write the answer. That doesn't help me know what you need to work on. Okay, so there are these here for you to do. There are some extra ones for you to practice, and then here is another one, and I want you to explain how you know it is here. Okay, here you can just practice writing them, but here I want you to explain how you know your answer is reasonable. Then after practicing, how do you feel about solving subtraction problems on your own now that you've practiced it again? Go ahead and reflect, give yourself a glow and a grow on today's work. What is something that you feel like you did really well with? And what's something that you feel like you might need a little bit more help with? If you want some more practice, here are some great games on our everyday math games. And here's some more practice on IXL. Okay, these would be really great to give you automatic feedback. If you want to give yourself an extension of solving the number stories, here are some great examples with some extensions at the end that you can work on here if you have some time. I would suggest that you do, because this is really what we see on Evaluate and what we see on iLearn. So practicing this would be a great help. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day, guys. Bye.